We've all been there, right? You attend a virtual event. It's interesting, but the second it's over, poof, it's gone from your memory. But what if a single virtual talk could actually plant the seeds for your long-term growth? Today, we're diving into how you can turn a one-off virtual event into a thriving professional ecosystem. So, here's the game plan. First, we're going to talk about the common headaches and frustrations that come with virtual events. Then, we'll introduce a model designed to solve them, called Talk Virtual. We'll break down exactly how to use it to get your expertise out there, build a real community, and finally map out your own path to becoming a bigger voice in your field. Okay, let's start with a problem that probably sounds, well, really familiar: the event challenge. It's that huge, frustrating gap between the amazing impact we want our virtual events to have and the tough reality of what one person can actually pull off on their own. I mean, it all boils down to this one simple question, doesn't it? Whether you're a founder, a coach, an expert, whatever, growth is the name of the game. And today, virtual events feel like one of the biggest tools we have to make that happen. And the potential here is massive. A really good virtual event isn't just a talk, it's a launch pad. It can make you the person everyone turns to, connect you with the big players in your industry, and fill your pipeline with people who are genuinely interested in what you have to say. But then, reality check. The technology, the promotion, figuring out all the logistics, it's just a recipe for total burnout. And that feeling of being completely overwhelmed, that's exactly why all that amazing potential we just talked about often stays stuck as just potential. So, if the challenge is this mountain of complexity, the solution has to be partnership. And this brings us to a really interesting case study in how to bridge that gap. A company called Talk Virtual. And this whole approach is really driven by its founder, a digital transformation strategist named Ericka Bates. Right away, by putting a human face to the brand, it frames this whole thing not as some piece of software, but as a real human collaboration. So what exactly is it? Well, think of Talk Virtual as a dedicated strategy and production partner. Their whole mission is to take on all those complex, stressful logistics we mentioned so that experts can just focus on what they do best, sharing their knowledge and delivering incredible value. And their approach is a three-part process. It's not just about hitting go live. It starts with strategic activation, which is all about designing an event that actually makes sense for your audience and your goals. Then, it's about the experience itself, making sure it's engaging and not a snooze fest. And crucially, it ends with targeted distribution, making sure the right people see your message and actually take action. Okay, so that's the big picture. But how does this actually translate into real, tangible results for someone like you who's trying to build their brand? Let's get into the specifics of how this model helps amplify your expertise. Okay, take their introductory interview package. It's a complete, full-service loop. Before the event, they handle the promotion. During the event, they handle all of the tricky tech stuff. And, maybe most importantly, after the event, they handle the strategic distribution of your content. You, the expert, are free from all that logistical stress at every single stage. And here's where it gets really smart. The event itself becomes a content-generating machine. A single interview is chopped up and repurposed into more than 20 short, shareable, and optimized video clips. That's social media fuel that could last you for weeks. It's not a one-size-fits-all thing either. You get to choose your format based on your main goal. If you want to go deep, show off your value, and sell something, you do a Masterclass. If you want to network and talk about industry trends with other leaders, you join a panel discussion. It's strategic. And to really drive home that this is a true partnership, there's even a shared success element built in. If you're hosting a Masterclass, you can actually earn a 15% commission on referrals. So your success is directly tied to the platform's success. All right, now we're going to zoom out from the single event to the whole ecosystem, because the real, lasting value isn't just in one moment of exposure. It's about building a community that keeps the momentum going long after the event is over. Why does this matter so much? Well, because a one-time audience is fleeting. They can forget you tomorrow. The real strategic goal here is to build an ongoing growth community, turning those passive viewers into active, engaged participants. And this idea comes to life in their virtual Summiteers peer group. This isn't just a forum, it's a whole support system. You've got live trainings, networking, accountability partners, help with content, and maybe best of all, a place to celebrate your wins with people who get it. And as you can see, it's not about just one of these benefits. It's about how they all work together. When you mix networking with real strategy, accountability, new skills, and a supportive community, you create a powerful engine for sustained growth. The partnership doesn't just stop when the live stream cuts off either. They do what's called a post-event deep dive. This creates this brilliant feedback loop. You analyze the data, you gather direct feedback from the audience, and then you use all that to plan your next move. Every event you do makes the next one even smarter. Okay, let's pull all these threads together. Let's see what this path from just one single event to having sustained, long-term influence actually looks like when it's all laid out. It really comes down to this simple transformation. On one side, you've got the common challenge, feeling stressed, overwhelmed, and like you're missing out. And on the other side, you have the solution. A true partner for smooth execution, smart content distribution, and real ongoing community growth. So what this all really shows us is that maybe we should stop thinking about virtual events as just a one-off task to check off a list. It's about investing in a complete ecosystem that's designed from the ground up for lasting impact. We'll leave you with this thought from the founder, Ericka Bates, because it just wraps everything up so perfectly. It's an invitation to shift your mindset from just sharing what you know to creating tangible, lasting impact by working together. And that brings the final question right back to you. With strategies and partnerships like this out in the world, it's really no longer a question of if you can grow your influence online. The real question is, how will you choose to elevate it?